procure a car.
Certainly. Any preference or just fucking whatever one's got a key in it already?
Do you want to get something that's going to be a bit more robust if we have to do hightailing and off-roading?
They don't really have that kind. The most robust thing you can get is they have Indian motorcycles, which would be small, modern land. But unless each of you can do a motorcycle, because motorcycles, you go wherever the fuck you want. Of course, people who work in the medical industry do call motorcycle riders organ donors. So there is something to that.
Look for a pickup truck.
They'll put all of you in close proximity in your gear in a dangerously unprotected back area that could actually fly out if you hit a bump.
No. Of my gear, shotgun, and they ride in the back.
Well, okay, then that's fine. He goes over and looks at the pickup truck. He's like, my gear is going to be in here with me cuddling. And you guys are like, ew. So, right, Glenn, give me a luck roll. Lower is better. Right, Glenn is up front. His gear's riding shotgun. You two are in the back of the pickup. It's brown in color. And he's driving through the streets, and you guys are desperately holding on, noticing no safety shit whatsoever. This is the way Logan used to ride around in pickups when he was a child, and somehow survived.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that fucking Pete did too. Uh-oh.
Backs of Ute, yep.
Mm-hmm.
The back of Ute, going all over the place. Let's check Clem's out first. Before
good idea.
Clem's is open, and he is in there and sweeping, because barbers like to fucking continuously sweep.
Good morning. I want to quickly nick in and so I can clarify zone designation.
Howdy. What can I do you for?
Zone designation, please, Clem.
Burlington 2.0.
Thank you.
Cool.
He goes back to sweeping. And then he stops, he looks at you, and he says,
Hi.
No.
He's going to say the spiel about the...
Yeah.
Power.
He says, warning, odd power buildup is occurring in Old Burlington. Warning, entire zone is completely underwater. Be advised, hazardous environment. Warning, power buildup may interfere with, damage, or destroy barbershop functions. Would you like to go there now? Yes? No?
No.
He goes back to sweeping.
Does he ever give information about like who created this world, who coded it?
No. We have spoken to Ghost Will, or a higher form of Clems that appears to be Ghost Will. For the Clems, that is.
Clem stops and looks at you, and he says, howdy, what can I do you for?
I get back in the truck.
Thank you, Clem. And yes.
Getting back in the truck, did we need a barbershop pool for some hijinks of trying to get for the Raven?
There is one, but we might be useful having another. Is there a barbershop pole in the Clems in Burlington? In Old Burlington?
Dun, dun, dun.
There was been scuba doved.
Didn't you guys go over in scuba gear or something? What have you go over?
I went in scuba gear, and I think I took the pole and put it in storage, but then somebody took it and put it back. I don't know.
There's no mystery. It simply disappeared. Now let's have no more talk of this bizarre cover-up.
Yeah, so I suppose that's the thing. Is it worth going back there and getting it, and then?
Oh yes, I'll get more tarot cards. Woo!
To the bomb shelter.
Do you remember where it is?
It's at the end of Elm Street.
Well done. No worries. You guys head over onto East Main Street, turn off onto Elm Street, head over, go to the last house, back behind it. Now, I don't know what those things are called that you look through it, and when you twist it, it goes and it does all kinds of weird.
Kaleidoscope.
Thank you. Looking at the bomb shelter is like looking at it through a kaleidoscope. It's constantly shifting around and breaking apart and refusing itself together.
Huh.
It looks very unstable.
Well, in old Burlington, that would be a gate to Canada.
As well as, didn't it also hook up? Was it Land of Lost? If you went down.
Yeah, once you're in Canada, you can go down one of the chasms, and
One of the chasms.
there's another
did
gate
that take
there.
a gate to Land of Lost.
To the land of the lost. They couldn't actually afford a fucking reverb echo thing, so they just repeated Lost a few times. The 70s. It was a simpler and stupider time. I got some fucking use out of that goddamn zone, too.
Well, I jumped through the last gate. When do you guys want to climb down here?
I suspect it's unstable because it's not connected to anything currently.
Oh. Didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I'm purely speculating.
Oh.
Sounds like a thing.
I thought it was just weird because every gate looks different.
True. Did you want lesser gate law, Logan?
Yes. Hey, you know, you should have Glenn put his dick in it. That's the ultimate test for anything. As all men know. There's no
Just think of
faster
it
way
as
to
a-
learn all about it.
No.
Tell me that any man wouldn't be like, go ahead and do that. Wouldn't do it themselves, but they'd encourage others to immediately. They're hoping that they're hanging out with dumber friends.
So yes.
He looks at it and goes, nah! That's the end of his analysis.
General Melchett.
Danger sense.
Sure.
You guys might have picked up something about gates in your journeys as well.
Well, Glenn, you're thinking that if the only way you can prove your manliness to him is by putting your dick into it.
He didn't fumble.
No, he didn't. No, I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm just saying that he's contemplating, you know.
Gate lore.
I'm assuming that's the right end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right.
you can still try it. You've got to learn.
I tried. I thought hard.
And she goes,
I whispered to my little buddy. You know anything about this?
ooh, he rolls. He doesn't know much on anything yet because you haven't given him any skills, but he may know about this. He says, silence!
He knows cryptozoology, I believe.
Yes. He says, it is an unstable area. Stay away.
There you have it, guys.
Thank you, librarian.
Silence.
Silence.
Did we want to check out the bay to see if there's a whirlpool in it?
Yes.
You want to go to the dock of the bay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys hop back in your pickup truck. You're not sure why Glenn's gear gets to ride up in the fucking cab, but it's kind of irritating. And the worst thing is that as he's driving, every now and then he'll reach out and pat it, like just to make sure that it's still there and it hasn't been fucking taken from him. I'm not saying he's stroking it in any kind of provocative or sexual way, but you know.
You're
It's not saying that I'm not doing that.
That's right. You guys cruise back to Main Street. Do you know how to get to the bay from Main Street?
North Road.
You guys go up Bayview Lane, it's called. You believe that may be a sign. Eventually, you guys reach a big bay. In fact, I will show you one of the ships that's parked offshore. Not convenient swimming distance, but if you want to go in the oily water and try to swim there, I'm sure that you can drown horribly. And let me find it real quick. I love that there's so many new areas to explore, and such joy can be gained from Burlington and whatever freaky Vikings inhabit it. Where is it? Teleport. Excellent. And here is the ship that's hanging out offshore. Let me know after you've seen that, and I will show you something else.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a big ship.
Oh, yeah.
Is in
It's like a cargo ship.
Yeah,
Exactly.
A small cargo ship.
Exactly. And you guys also see he's next to the doctor. The harbor master is there. He's a fun-looking fellow. Yeah, that picture I found in fucking Ukraine. Yeah. I said, I'm taking this with me. Now, a bit more detail. They out away from the dock area, because all the docks are constantly like nasty, oily, garbagey and stuff. Out away from that, there's fishing, there's swimming, there's water skiing. Yes, that started. For a fucking card, can anybody tell me approximately what year water skiing came into vogue? Or what decade? Anybody have a guess of decade?
19 teens.
Close. No? All right. Let's.
1890.
Ooh. Pete, what's your guess?
Water skiing.
Yes. Which decade?
In the 1920s.
Card Pete. Yes, it started in the 20s. Now, the boat docks, one of the boats has the words Bad Wolf spray painted on it.
Ooh.
On the dock?
No, on one of the boats.
I'm sorry,
Like it's next to a dock. Let's see. And the boat that is out in the bay is called the... Here, I will copy paste it for ease of spelling. That's the name of the boat out there. You can read the thing, especially since Glenn carries
It's
around.
leaky.
Mm-hmm. It's out of China, and the harbor master's name is Captain Salty, and there's a shop here called the Master Baiter, which is a fishing supply shop. Because of course it's called that. If I owned a fishing supply shop, I would call it that.
Any whirlpools?
None that you can see, although the bay goes quite far out. How far? You are not sure, but definitely quite far out.
All right, gentlemen, are we still in our truck, whispering through the window into?
Oh, it's got like one of those little slide things, so you can poke your head in and scream at him and shit.
Like I have a card to be in man who has the lemons understand any babbling NPC about one topic. So, what did we want to ask the harbor master, or anybody else? But I really want to talk to this guy.
Go for it if you want to talk to the harbour master. I've got discard down again.
Yes, come
There,
on,
I'll move you back
whirlpools.
to the main page.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that everybody assumes the harbor master is completely incomprehensible.
Yeah.
he
I mean,
does
we can
he
talk
does look
first.
the sort, yeah.
We can see what he's up to first, but it just
He's just stomping around like talking to various sailors, and he's got a clipboard and stuff like that.
Does anybody want the Blues Brothers card? It's basically survive, nullifies explosive damage.
Sheila, if you were to open the thing to be able to talk to Glenn and reach your whole arm in and kind of stretch a bit, you might be able to get some of his gear and like steal it.
I'm not doing nothing close to that.
I see.
No.
I can't wait.
Something we're not done.
Eventually, Glenn may arrange his gear so it's looks like a person, so that he has somebody to spoon with when he's sleeping and shit. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
It's a good way to make sure it's not stolen, right? Or that idea is almost as good as getting like a love doll, hollowing it out, and storing all your gear inside of that, and then just carrying around this fucking disgusting love doll.
There was a lot of that stuff.
Pulling out all your shit. It's like, I need my binoculars.
Hollowed out love doll.
Wow.
Let's work on that.
I'm just imagining somebody breaking into this room and going, "Where's all this shit?" And they open, "Oh God, it's a love doll." No, never steal an airman's love doll, and because you know where it's been. Oh man. Glenn's now thinking it over. You can tell that look on his face. He's like, that might be a way to keep it safe.
It's the only way to test it.
So, you go and approach the harbor master, clutching your babbling card just in case he's incomprehensible.
Yeah,
He looks at you and he goes, "Yar."
I'm new to this area.
Happy Friday.
Tell me about the waters. How's the water today?
I hate the sea and all that is in it. He says, the seas are fine. There's smooth sailing today. Smooth sailing and a fine tobacco. She seems really amused by the conversation she's having with the guy. It just shows you guys in the pickup truck watching.
I'll light up a pipe.
All right.
The other day we went out to the tower, but don't know any of the history about it.
A fine smoke in any weather.
Yep. Aye, TB true.
He nods and seems very pleased with you. He offers you a pipe with some tobacco in it. Not his pipe, different pipe.
One of those corn pipes?
That's right.
What do they call them?
Yeah.
This is vegan. Okay.
No problem. Now she's sitting around smoking with this guy. She doesn't look like she's used to smoking, though, because she's a workoutaholic. And, right, he's discussing, like, maritime shit with you. You actually, just from sitting around an hour with this guy, because it'll irritate the other two, you get a check in maritime terminology or maritime terms skill. So you can make a note of that, because he uses a lot of them.
I'm guessing that is a write-in skill.
Yes. But it'll be good if you ever get on a boat and somebody asks you to jibe the mizzen mast. You won't just stare at him like he's a pervert. Well, you might, but okay, if it's Glenn, you should. But otherwise.
While Dana is chatting to the harbour master, I'm just watching activity on the docks docks and seeing if there's boats coming in and out, or if it's just all fairly nothing happening. Or...
It's kind of a set piece, which kind of disturbs you because docks are usually a bit more busy. You can feel your calm being unsettled as you're reaching in and looking what's behind reality, and it makes your fragile sanity want to scream and scream and scream.
And also pull out my binoculars and have a scan of the ship, the container ship, see if I can see the name of it. And
what, the Lee Key out of China?
Is that the container ship's the Lee Key, is it?
Yeah, the one anchored offshore. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought the Lee Key was a different boat.
Now that you guys are looking at it, mostly out of boredom and shit, although you do notice Glenn does an occasional sweep, because sexy teens can be found in lots of places. You notice that there doesn't seem to be any sailors and stuff aboard the Lee Key.
Does it have a flag flying?
China.
Interesting.
Yes.
I nod off to the harbor master and go over to the...
Give me a fast talk roll to see how charming you were in your conversation here.
I might be back. I just want to talk to these guys.
A fine smoke in any weather.
Aye, aye.
He seems well pleased.
Did you still want me to do fast talk or?
Yes. You've had an hour-long conversation with this old codger.
Yeah.
Right. Him and her go off, and she comes back, and she's got like the same kind of hat on that he does. And yeah, you were given that as a gift and told to come back anytime you want, type thing. Hey, he seems happy to have such a rapt audience.
Did you ask about the whirlpool?
He's quite insane.
But it's a fine day for tobacco.
She's got her own corncob pipe and fucking sailor.
Aye,
Bubbles. Yeah, was there a specific thing that suspicions were correct? Was there a specific current events or history or?
Oh, in the other Burlington, there was a whirlpool here that led to MMO land.
All right. So do you want me to ask him about whirlpool rather than?
You're pretty sure you'd have mentioned if there's a giant whirlpool somewhere.
I don't know. Was the whole time he'd be like,
good point. Let's eat some spinach.
Don't know. That container ship's got a Spanish flag. Sorry, a Chinese flag.
Oh, those fucking Spanish stealing China's flags and putting up their own.
That's right.
God damn Spanish people.
Because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, in the docks, not much movement on the docks. It looks pretty much staged. But not to the extent that they've actually got people repairing nets or anything like that.
Oh, there probably are some people repairing nets, but they've been repairing the same nets for a long time. The same section of the same fucking net over and over, yeah.
Excuse me, my little birds have informed me of something.
Sexy teens outside? No? Okay.
I'd like to go and look at the ship closer and see if there's a whirlpool way out there, but I don't really want to make a whole bunch of more boating rolls.
Oh yeah, this kind of big ocean thing definitely fuck you up. The other one you might have been able to swim back. This one looks way too. This is crossing the English Channel. You know where all those people fucking die. This is that kind of length or longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not trying to drag 8 metric tons of gear with Yeah. This seems to be a dead end. Like, go to the bay, or you can go back on Bayview Lane to Main Street type deal.
So North Road is actually called Bayview Lane, is it?
Yep. Yeah. The fun thing, Pete, is you're finding out different information than Freddie did. So, yeah, that means that both of you will withhold each other's information and never know. That's awesome.
Let's go into the bait shop.
No problem. You guys go into the Master Baiter. They sell anything you want that deals with fishing of the 1950s vintage. They don't have fish detector, sonic radar bullshit, but they got fishing poles. And also they don't have fly fishing poles. This is all sea fishing stuff. So if you want to go out and try to hook you a marlin and shit like that, this is the fucking place. Of course, you'll want to get a boat for that kind of deal, but,
They don't sell boats.
Actually, there's boat docks, and there's probably plenty of boats in there that you could steal and then crash, have sink, drowned, resurrect. It's the cycle of life. It's the circle of life.
Okay.
The boat with Bad Wolf painted on it.
Mm-hmm.
Have a bit closer look at it. Isn't that the Bad Wolf writing?
It looks like it's been painted badly.
Spray paint?
No, they don't really do much in the way of spray paint back in the 50s, I don't think. I could be wrong.
The last time I saw Bad Wolf painted that I can recall was in the Shadow Academy, and it was painted with white paint by one of the students.
This is also painted in white paint. Possibly by a student. Give me a memory roll, see how similar you think it is.
Let's step on the boat, look around.
It looks like it's one of those deep sea fishing boats that people, rich people go out on and pay a bunch of people to crew it and shit like that so they can hook them a marlin. It looks identical. Give me a sandy roll, McKay. Ah! Your brain's finally given up and begins screaming in your head. It just shows McKay and he's doing the stare and it shows close with the eyes and you're ah! Cool. Roll a D4. Dana, give me a spot hidden roll. If you make it, give me an empathy roll.
What do I lose it to?
Paradigm. Right. Dana, have you ever seen those internet memes where it just shows somebody staring hard at something and then with the screaming in the background? No. Right, you're looking at McKay, and he has the eyes of somebody who just got done, hearing Over the Top when he's a World War I vet, or Charlie's on the Wire if he's a Vietnam War vet. He has that look, and he's staring at a boat that says Bad Wolf and white spray paint or white paint on it, and you just sense internal screaming. And he looks like he's just fucking going. Because, of course, he is.
A bit of an eye twitch or something.
You really wish you had some 7% solution right now.
Oh, yeah.
You notice that we can't hear you if you're talking to us, and you notice Glenn's on the boat like he's working on becoming a pirate or something, even though you have the captain's hat.
You're already on the boat?
Yeah, he just clambered onto it when you weren't looking.
And is Joshua on the dock?
Yeah, he's just standing on the dock looking at some paint and screaming internally.
Glenn, does Joshua need to be unplugged and plugged back in again?
Reckon 'tis so.
Amateur. You just don't get the nuance of the dialect.
Yar.
Joshua, hey, buddy. Hey, you in there?
That's exactly the same as how it was written in the Shadow Academy. Same brushstrokes, everything.
I don't remember that.
You feel better for not remembering that. It shows your brain sitting there half drunk in a fucking chaise lounge going, ha 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 ha.
Can I try to remember?
Sure.
I'm not sure if anybody else saw it.
Ah.
It was during one of the solo ones.
Ah. Yeah, did you actually see it then would be my next question. And if you don't remember for sure having seen it, Dana, then you need not roll.
So I don't know if you ran it for anybody else that little bit.
Yeah, well, that's one of the me, Sheila, that's a very familiar thing. So I was like, does Dana? I don't know, because it's...
give us a memory roll. Maybe you can lose some sanity to it. I'm good with that. I can't imagine why Sheila would know what a bad wolf is. Now, fortunately, Dana's brain's like, I'm not talking to you, and she shows the door
there
closed.
I don't remember nothing.
I would love this to be a movie with little vignettes like, I wonder if I remember that. And it just cuts to her dressed different going, I'm not talking to you. And she'll be going, no, I don't remember that.
But you want assistant D10 damage?
Whoa.
Nah, good, thanks. Oh, unless you think we might try and fight the Viking.
Doesn't look like it.
No. There are nets here.
He comes out of the captain's chair.
I mean, if we wanted to go grab some rifles or something and try to ambush him when he appears, that'd be probably the way to do it.
Dana, you were saying about nets earlier?
Yeah. Harpoons, nets,
there are nets here.
Repellent, if we wanted to jump in the swimming pool again.
There are nets here.
There are nets here.
Lots
they have a
of
hole in
nets.
them.
Should be at least one.
You know how to throw a net.
Nope.
Throwing anything underwater is definitely a losing fucking proposition. I just want to make that clear.
Can you throw a net 10 meters?
Yeah, I was going to set it up so that he would walk into it.
It just shows it stretched across the road and he's trapped in. No! If only I had an axe. Oh, wait.
Not using the axe at all.
Yeah, it's just strung like a fucking volleyball net. He walks into it. I'm stuck forever.
Now you're on the trolley. All right, what do I ask the harbor master? Do we want to know about the tower? Do we want to know about the owner of this boat? Or anything else?
I'll find out about the boat.
Yeah.
She comes back. He said when you asked him about the boat and then the other things as well, the answer to all three was the same. A good smoke in any weather.
With my lemons card?
Oh, you play your lemons card?
I'm playing it on him.
He has no idea.
All right.
That's apparently one of his like just automated phrases for confusion.
All right. What do we want to check out next?
So if you see a 16, 17-year-old girl with a nose ring,
Yeah.
that's who it was who I suspected painted it in the Shadow Academy because she had some splatters of paint on her shoe.
Now,
Apparently her boyfriend had died the previous year. She was from House Phoenix.
Would it be a teenage girl here?
No idea. Quite
In
possibly.
Shadow Academy.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, it could be a teenage girl here attending the Bobcat.
Or not.
We
Or
were
it could be-
transformed to
school.
kids when we were there.
Could be a
So it
grown
could be
person.
an adult.
Yeah.
Or it could be a baby. Did we experiment if a baby goes to Shadow Academy if they're a teenager?
So is there? Oh no, there was a doctor's. There wasn't a hospital here, was there?
Yeah.
Might just be that doctor.
When you were saying about the baby, I had a thought about some poor woman that gave birth every day.
Oh, that would suck. That'd suck. I think I'm gonna pass a cannonball through my body. Again. Damn it, I keep coming back and shooting myself in the head. Still can't prevent it. The wonders of natural childbirth.
All right. Was there anything off Bayview Lane?
Just the bay.
Just the bay? All right.
Yep, do see a guy on the docks. He's strumming a guitar.
Okay.
One of the miscellaneous people.
Wander over.
He's singing, sitting on the dock at the bay, watching the time go away. Convince my dad that I'm not gay. He doesn't believe me anyway.
Amusement park.
All right.
You say that right at the guy. We're going to go to the amusement park.
He's like,
Yar.
he says, "Can I come to the amusement park?"
I don't know. Can you?
He goes with you guys. He just gets up and takes his guitar and goes and sits in the pickup truck when you guys get in.
Got a little
Now you can't sing the song anymore.
He looks disappointed. Sitting in the pickup truck because I don't give a fuck. Right. So you guys go back down the Main Street over to East Main Street, down Elm Street, through the old neighborhood, through Tillingast Road, and you're back at the amusement park. Look at the beautiful pictures there of the amusement park. These rides, by the way, by modern standards, are, quote, tame as fuck. By OSHA safety standards, don't get on them. You will die. And there's
Did
the picture.
anybody want instant disguise?
Ooh. I don't know.
All right, I'll be discarding that.
It wouldn't help Scott. They would just look at the huge fucking thing of gear and go, "That's him! The fucking strange Oriental guy over there with the mohawk." He'd be like, "How did they know it was me?" I don't know, Scott. You're the only one dressed like Santa Claus bag, so just figured out
Use
something.
it to disguise your gear.
Either of you any good at throwing?
Yeah, this amusement park's so cool that bumpy slides are a big attraction here. Like,
Hobby.
Amateur. Hobby.
Yeah. So we're all about the same then, probably. Might be a bit better.
I've always said that I throw worse than a girl because I've met a lot of girls who throw better than me.
Just thinking the Harlequin one. I was assuming that's throw something through the hole.
Let's see.
Zoltar still here?
Oh yeah, let me go to the amusement park now that I've gotten the pictures. If you want me to instead flip to the pictures of Zoltar, I can do that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking at right now.
The pictures are there.
Oh, good. And let's see, amusement park. Oops, I've still got that open. Still got that open. Right. Now, the amusement park itself, yeah, they've got the throwing thing looks like what you can win off the throwing thing is if you can get you get 3 balls for $1, which means nothing to you because everything gets charged to the thing. So what happens is you have to make a throw roll at half, and then you get a Kewpie doll, which is this little fucking doll. But if you win 3 of them, then you get you can trade all 3 of them and get a bigger doll. And if you get 3 of those, you can trade all of them and you get a bigger doll. And if you trade all 3 of those in, you get a pretty good size, regular size, like teddy bear size doll. And if you trade 3 of those in, then you get a pretty big teddy bear. And if you trade in all those, then you get a fucking huge teddy bear that they've only got the one of. That is big enough that if you were to take out the stuffing, somebody could wear a very awkward mask or
For
suit
the ear.
and become a furry. Yeah. Well, yeah. Then instead of thinking he had too much gear, people would think that he was in love with a furry that refused to walk on its own. And he'd like to get into a scriff pile with him and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It really is an amazing amount of work. But the fortune telling machine looks much easier. It says that you get 1 fortune per person per day, and you push the button, and then stuff apparently happens. Now, looking at the fortune telling machine, everybody give me a spot hidden. Lower is better.
Wrong one. Spot hidden.
Cool. McKay goes, he's like looking at one of the sides of the machine instead of like, oh, look at the creepy human size, very well detailed, could be an actual person who just doesn't move very much guy inside. McKay's like, the side is actually like a door, but it's not made to open from the outside, only the inside. Super creepy. It's super creepy. Ow.
I pass that information on.
In fact, it looks like the dummy is the full body thing, including feet and stuff, which nobody can see. And it's like sitting on a narrow bench within the booth. Woo! Woo! Yeah, this is the kind of thing that you take children to if you want to fucking say, if you're not good, Zoltan will come and get you, because they will be fucking terrified. Even without him moving, he is just creepy and terrifying.
I pushed the button.
Right. It kind of moves around jerkily, and it rifles through a bunch of business card type things, and then it finally selects one, and it drops it through a slot. And it comes out, and it says on it, "Do not argue with the person packing your parachute."
Okay.
Also, you notice that its eyes, despite it looking really realistic, when it gives you the fortune, its eyes light up yellow.
I whispered to my little buddy, what do you make of this?
Silence!
Is it alive cryptozoologically?
He tries for his hobbyist cryptozoology. Silence,
So
he
by
tells you.
the eyes going yellow, are they completely yellow?
Uh-huh. Well, they've got like little pinpricks of black in the middle.
Okay.
Sense pattern.
Yeah.
So I just mean so they don't look like a servitor of an AI eyes look like.
Close. Spookily close. You're sure it's nothing, though. You're thinking that when you get home, you can stab your brain to death with the Q-tip because it keeps coming up with things trying to unsettle you.
Mm-hmm. I'll try it.
All
I'll
right.
press the button. Press the red button.
You press the button. It comes back and it says, Dr. Morton is still after you. Give me a sanity
Bastard.
roll. Says McKay.
Well, with that type of encouragement, I go up there to press the button.
McKay's goes, all right. You go up and press the button. Yeah. It does its little herky-jerky dance. And it says, all signs point to no chance. It's giving creepy and weird things out there, everybody except McKay, who would go, may as well just print it out, fuck you on the card and pass it to him.
I examine the card.
It looks like it's a good quality business card. Give me a paper lore roll. I just see somebody looking at the character sheets a couple years from now. You have paper lore? The fuck is that all about? Fucking
No.
Logan. All right. It looks like the kind of business card that if you ever wanted to cut butter with it, not that you would, but if somebody else wanted to, and they stole your business card because only meat eaters are the kind of people who do that kind of thing, then they could probably cut it with it. I'm not saying you could use this as a knife necessarily, but
Paper cut.
that's a fucked up way to attack somebody. Paper cut.
It's the old paper cut lemon squeeze.
Wow, that's just cruel.
No watermark, no anything else.
Now, take a card for really checking out your business card because McKay's just sitting there and staring at this dude again and shit. And also, McKay, when it gave you your fortune, you're not sure, but you thought that the eyes looked blue, but it was probably just a reflection of the fucking light, because if it wasn't, you'd have to start screaming and you might not be able to stop.
Did those eyes glow a different color for you guys? Did you notice them glowing different color?
Both of you give me spot hidden rolls at a quarter.
We're yellow.
Not at a quarter.
They assure you that they did not. This makes your brain go, that's right, that's right. It just shows McKay's brain with a knife in the corner going, that's right, you remember that.
Keep what I got. So the throwing game had Harlequin stuff?
Yeah, instead of the two clowns, the black clown, white clown, it has like black Harlequin, white Harlequin kind of formed around the hole like a black and white yin yang might be formed type of deal. Mm-hmm.
And how many balls do you get?
You get 3 for $1. Well, in this case, you get 3 for charging. Essentially, you get infinite balls if you go keep charging it to the Burlington bed and breakfast. Just give me all the fucking balls.
Have one go at it, as in 3 balls.
Yeah, essentially, the way this really works is you're going for it half. But if you get a fumble, you're done because you managed to hit the poor bastard who's just standing there minding his own business, giving people balls, and then your game is done at that point. Yeah, okay, yeah, McKay's already done. He managed to he missed twice and hit the guy once.
Do I get a Kewpie doll for that?
No. The guy just looks angry and bans you from coming back.
Balls, please.
Balls are given to you. He glares at McKay. Stand further back, sir, he tells McKay. You miss, but you miss appropriately as opposed to bouncing him off this guy's fucking noggin. So that's okay.
Balls, please.
3 balls.
There
One
we
goes
go.
in the hole. You win a Kewpie doll. It's a little fucking itty bitty doll like this.
Let's see if I can get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's
So
another
you win.
one.
You've now got 2 Kewpie dolls. You realize by math you're going to have to go through a lot of Kewpie dolls to trade up. It's just a stupid number.
1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 1,000? I don't
No.
even know.
I don't know.
It's
We'll make Pete tell us. He knows the math.
Nah, I'm not
There's 5 different sized dolls, Pete. Go with that. Or
Mm.
sorry, 6 different sized dolls.
3 to the 6th.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we've got 2.
What's 3 to the 6th equal then? Someone do math. Logan brain already hurts. Oh, it's just 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3?
Yeah.
My phone says fuck off and stop doing math.
729.
Cool. I'll make a note of that.
3 more.
729 balls later.
You have to get it by half.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have this maximum effort card. Does that apply on my skill rolls?
At the end of the game?
It's reroll any 1s.
Yes. Yes, it does.
So I got to reroll the 10s digit on that throw?
No, that's not a 1.
Oh. Well, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, no, at the end of the session when you're rolling a d6, if your skill goes up and you get a 1, then you can re-roll it if you've still got that card then. That card is very potentially nice at the end of the session.
That's what it's for.
Or in the middle of combat or something and you roll
Right.
crap damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The card doesn't go away through use. I believe it's a talisman type deal. So
I just keep throwing until I fall.
yeah, go for it. Just keep track of all your at halves.
1.
So what else is there in this amusement park? Well, he's throwing balls.
There's like the scary go through place and all that as well.
Yeah, I got another one.
Yeah. Also, you can combine together your Kewpie dolls to trade in and shit. So.
Okay.
Oh, you got a crit there, Glenn.
Yeah.
That's my third.
Unfortunately, the crit just goes in really easy. Yeah,
4.
only Pete is not allowed to approach the table
5.
anymore. Yeah, they're just.
That's fine. I'll wander around, check out, get some berry flop, get a toffee apple. Or
Do you
candy
want to go
apple,
through the
whatever
haunted
you wanna
house?
do.
It's one
Yeah,
of
I'll
those
go
ride
through the
things that
haunted
you
house.
said.
No,
It's
I'm out.
okay. Yeah,
I have 5 total.
damn, that's pretty good.
6.
Yeah, well, keep track of them somewhere. The Kewpie
7.
dolls and shit. Okay, but it's one of the kind on tracks that goes through, and they have like the flashing
yeah.
lights and shit like that. It's fairly tame. It's the kind of thing. If you're 5, maybe it would be jump scare. Other than that, it's pretty tame. But it is big enough if you wanted to like have a. Plus, they've got like the room with the mirrors and shit
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
gonna say, do they have the room with the mirrors?
Of course, they have the room with the mirrors, but it's the kind of
Chase
place that if you wanted to have like dramatic combat with some bad guy and shit like that, and lure him in here, yeah, you can do that. Although, if it's the kind where he puts you to sleep by being within 10 meters, it'd be awkward as shit if it goes through like walls and stuff because you don't know if it does.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows Glenn just, and the guy's just staring at him like.
There we go.
All right.
13.
Eventually, Glenn just fucking turns his rage on the guy and throws a ball at his head, and he's done.
So how many did you get after that?
I got 13 Kewpie Dolls.
Okay, I hand you my 5. Go cash those in.
Okay.
So
That's 18.
He doesn't want to have anything else to do with you after you bounce the ball off his head, so you'll have to keep your 18 Kewpie Dolls and go back another time. Possibly
In the
next
backpack
game.
they go.
It just shows them being loaded in.
Upgrade.
It's like a fucking Santa Claus sack that is trying to get bigger through ingesting more shit. And he's like, here, take more things. These are maybe useless. Take them and grow, my pet, grow.
So you'd end up with 2 of the third size dolls.
Right. If we come back.
Yeah.
So you found a fun house or something?
Yeah, just a ghost house. Right on the car through it. Got a hall of mirrors for the dramatic chase scene and shooting at someone and.
Oh, it was the mirror all along? No, it wasn't. I'm dead. Yeah.
Anything else here?
Some
Looks like
brides
a mad
that.
mouse or something.
Pardon?
Mad Mouse?
Actually, no, it doesn't look like a
The
mad
fuck
mouse.
is Mad Mouse?
Mad mouse is like a hyper. One of the ones on the tracks and goes round and goes over the edge a bit and goes high speed and zooms all around.
A roller coaster?
Yeah, no, but it's like a two-person little carriage.
Now, they have a roller coaster that you're thinking if you get on it, there may be a roll to survive.
They have them in the US as well, Mad Mouse.
Probably, but
Not by that name, sorry.
I think the U.S. name is Mad Max, and in Australia they call it Mad
It's
Max.
known as a Mad Mouse or a Wild Mouse. It's a roller coaster. Is a type of roller coaster characterized by small cars that sit 4 people or fewer and ride on the top of the track, taking tight, flat turns. Excuse me.
Oh, that sounds like a standard roller coaster to me.
Tilt-a-whirl? Like, do you spin around as you go?
Yeah, Tilt-a-Whirl is awesome if you can get somebody on there who throws up, because then the people either side of them then are looking terrified. Sometimes the people further away. I've seen that once, and it was hysterical. I wasn't on it because I was like, that's a lame ride. You just get sick. Yay. And they did.
They did.
Right.
There we
So
go.
you guys check out the amusement park. I mean, for kids, it would be okay. For adults, it's like, yay, this is a place where I can distract the kids for a short time.
It's
I've heard of the
That's-
Wild Mouse in Roller
Oh, I
Coaster
see.
Tycoon.
Yeah, that's. It looks like a lame, very contained roller coaster.
yeah, but because it's a smaller tracks, they do a lot more sharp jerks.
I see.
And because
Okay.
you're just sharing with a couple of people, and it gets to a point where it might spin around and go backwards.
Oh, that does sound better. Okay. Now, the scariest roller coaster I've ever been on was an old wooden one, and I was trying to lock the bar down, and it didn't lock because my lower parts of my legs apparently is a little bit too long or something, and so I had to hold myself in the whole time. That sucked.
Wow.
Yeah, I was young. Now I don't even go on roller coasters. I just look at them and go, I remember when my back wasn't all fucked. So that appears to be it for the amusement park. It's pretty 1950s. I mean,
Let's go. All right.
it's
Yeah.
better than the old Burlington. I mean,
So
if
could
you
we-
really
we
wanted
can
to,
get-
you could just ride the roller coaster over and over until you
Can
eventually.
we get toffee apples and
Yeah.
fairy floss?
Yeah, great. You guys load up on some carnival food and stuff. It all gets billed back to the bed and breakfast until one day the PCs showed up there and received a bill for $3.9 million.
From the
One
amusement park.
day, one Friday.
Yeah, no, it's from all the it's just from all the
Well,
shit they've ever done.
next time Alex plays,
Hmm?
and he wakes up, as in Aeolus, Freddy plays.
I thought you meant Kinley. That was my
No,
first
no.
fucking thought.
I mean,
I was like,
Freddy.
Finley wakes up. Okay. Freddy.
Yeah, he gets to bill.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun.